There is something truly wonderful about a sunset, isn't there? It is a moment that happens every single day, all over our beautiful world. Yet it never fails to feel special. It is a time when the day says goodbye, softly and slowly. The sky, which was a bright blue just a few hours before, begins to change. It puts on a show for us, a performance of light and color that is completely free. We stop what we are doing, we look up and we watch. It is a quiet moment of magic, a pause in our busy lives that reminds us of the simple beauty that surrounds us. It feels like a gift from nature, just for us. This daily spectacle connects us all. No matter where you are, from a bustling city to a quiet village, the sun sets. It is a shared experience. People gather on hills, on beaches, and on balconies just to witness it. They take photographs, they hold hands, or they simply sit in peaceful silence. The colors are often breathtaking, a painter's palette of fiery oranges, soft pinks, and deep purples. It is a reminder that the world is vast and full of wonder. It's a time to reflect on the day that has passed and to look forward to the promise of a new one. It's a gentle and reassuring rhythm of life. This love for sunsets is a very human thing. We are drawn to their beauty like moths to a flame. Perhaps it is because they mark an ending, and endings can be beautiful. They teach us that even goodbyes can be filled with color and hope. The sun does not just disappear. It sinks gracefully below the horizon, leaving behind a sky full of memories. It is a slow, theatrical farewell that calms the soul. I have been fortunate enough to see many sunsets in my travels, and each one has its own unique character, its own story to tell. They are like fingerprints of a place, different everywhere you go. In this little journey, I want to take you to some of the most stunning places on Earth to watch this daily miracle. We will travel across continents, from ancient islands to vast deserts and wild coastlines. We will see how the light plays on different landscapes, creating scenes of unbelievable beauty. It is a tour of the world in 8 minutes, guided by the setting sun. So let us begin our adventure and chase the light across the globe. Let's explore the places where the end of the day is not just an event, but a truly unforgettable experience. Our first stop is a place that feels like it was made for sunsets. It is the Greek island of Santorini. Imagine yourself in the village of Oia, perched high on the edge of a volcanic cliff. All around you are little white houses with brilliant blue domes, like sugar cubes scattered on a hillside. The air is warm and smells of sea salt and blooming bougainvillea flowers. Below you, the deep blue water of the Aegean Sea stretches out as far as the eye can see. People from all over the world have gathered here, finding a spot on a wall or a rooftop, all waiting for the show to begin. There is a sense of happy expectation in the air, a shared excitement. As the sun begins its slow descent, the magic truly starts. The pure white walls of the buildings begin to glow. They turn from white to a soft, warm gold, then to a gentle pink. It is as if someone is painting the whole village with light. The sky above transforms into a masterpiece of color. Streaks of vibrant orange and fiery red cut across a canvas of soft lavender and deep purple. The colors are so intense, so vivid, it almost doesn't look real. You can see the reflection of this incredible sky shimmering on the calm surface of the sea below, doubling the beauty. It is a 360-degree spectacle of color and light. The feeling of being there is simply enchanting. As the sun gets lower and lower, a hush falls over the crowd. The only sounds are the gentle lapping of the waves far below and the occasional click of a camera. Everyone is captivated, completely lost in the moment. You feel a sense of peace wash over you. All the worries of the world seem to melt away in the face of such overwhelming beauty. You are just one small person watching a grand, cosmic event. It is a moment of pure, simple joy, shared with strangers who have all come to witness the same wonderful thing. And then, the final moment arrives. The sun, now a perfect glowing red orb, touches the horizon. It seems to pause for just a second before it dips into the sea and disappears. It is a dramatic and beautiful exit. As the last sliver of light vanishes, something quite lovely happens. The crowd erupts into spontaneous applause. They clap for the sun, for the day, for the beauty they have just seen. It is a celebration of nature's artistry. And even after the sun is gone, the sky continues to glow for a long time, a soft afterglow that slowly fades to twilight. A Santorini sunset is not just something you see, it is something you feel in your heart. Now we travel to a very different but equally magical place. We are in the heart of Africa, on the vast, open plains of the Serengeti in Tanzania. The landscape here is immense and wild. A single, flat-topped acacia tree stands silhouetted against the horizon, a classic symbol of this incredible continent. The air is warm and dusty, carrying the sounds of the wilderness, the distant call of a bird, the gentle rustle of the tall, golden grasses in the breeze. During the day, this place is full of life, with herds of wildebeest, zebras, and graceful giraffes roaming freely. But as evening approaches, a special kind of quiet settles over the land. The sunset here is not gentle or soft, it is dramatic and powerful. The sun is a huge, fiery ball of orange that seems to set the entire sky on fire. The colors are deep and rich, blazing reds, burnt oranges, and intense yellows that spread across the enormous sky. Because the land is so flat and the horizon is so wide, the sky feels bigger than anywhere else on Earth. The clouds catch the light and glow with brilliant colors, looking like islands of fire floating in a sea of purple. It is a raw and untamed beauty, a spectacle that feels as ancient as the land itself. The atmosphere is one of profound peace and awe. You might be sitting in a safari jeep, parked in a quiet spot, with the engine turned off. As you watch the sun sink lower, you might see the dark shape of a giraffe walking slowly across the horizon. Or perhaps a family of elephants, their huge bodies just dark outlines against the blazing colors of the sky. These moments are incredibly special. They make you feel deeply connected to the natural world and its timeless rhythms. It is a humbling experience to watch the day end in a place so full of wild and ancient life. When the sun finally disappears below the horizon, it does not leave darkness behind. Instead, it leaves a sky that glows for a long, long time. The colors slowly soften, melting from fiery red into soft pinks and then into a deep velvety indigo. The first stars begin to appear, shining brightly in the clear African air. The silence of the night begins to take over, filled with new sounds, the chirping of crickets and perhaps the distant roar of a lion. A Serengeti sunset is a powerful reminder of the wild, untamed beauty of our planet. It's a fiery farewell that promises the start of an exciting African night. Let us journey now to North America, to one of the great wonders of the natural world, the Grand Canyon in Arizona. Standing on the edge of the South Rim, you look out over a landscape that is almost too big to understand. It is a massive, gaping canyon carved by the Colorado River over millions of years. The scale is simply breathtaking. Layers of rock in shades of red, orange, and brown stretch for miles and miles in every direction. The air is dry and clean, and there is a deep, profound silence that is only broken by the wind whispering around the canyon walls. It is a place that makes you feel very small and very young in comparison to its ancient history. The sunset here is a slow and magnificent performance where the light is the star and the canyon is its stage. As the sun begins to lower in the western sky, it casts long, dramatic shadows across the canyon. These shadows move and change, revealing new shapes and textures in the rock formations. The light itself turns into a warm, golden color that seems to make the rocks glow from within. The red and orange layers of stone become even more vibrant, looking like they are on fire. The whole canyon is transformed into a giant, three-dimensional painting, and the artist is the setting sun. The experience of watching this is truly mesmerizing. You find a spot on a rocky outcrop and just watch as the scene changes minute by minute. The colors in the sky are beautiful, of course, with streaks of pink and purple. But the real magic is what the light does to the canyon itself. The deep gorges and towering buttes are constantly changing their appearance. A cliff face that was in bright sunlight one moment is plunged into deep shadow the next. It's a dynamic and ever-shifting display of light and dark. It feels like you are watching the earth breathe, watching its ancient story being told in light. As the sun finally slips below the canyon rim, the show is not over. This is when the afterglow begins, and for many, it is the most beautiful part. The colors in the sky become even deeper and more intense. The canyon is filled with a soft purple haze that gives it a mysterious and otherworldly feel. The rocks hold on to the last of the day's warmth and light, glowing with a soft residual color. It is a time for quiet reflection, for feeling a deep sense of wonder at the power and beauty of nature. A Grand Canyon sunset is more than just a pretty sky. It is a lesson in geology, time, and the incredible artistry of light. Our world tour now takes us down under, to the spiritual heart of Australia. We are in the middle of the vast red desert of the outback, standing before the magnificent Uluru. This is a giant sandstone monolith, a single enormous rock that rises dramatically from the flat, arid land. For the local Anangu people, this is a sacred place, full of history and deep spiritual meaning. The air is hot and dry, and the silence is immense. The earth beneath your feet is a deep red color, and the sky above is a brilliant, endless blue. There is a powerful, ancient energy here that you can feel as soon as you arrive. The sunset at Uluru is a truly unique and famous spectacle. It is not so much about the sky itself, but about the incredible way the changing light transforms the rock. As the sun gets lower, Uluru begins to change color in a way that is almost unbelievable. It starts as a dusty, brownish-orange rock under the harsh afternoon sun. But as the evening light hits it, it begins to glow. It shifts through a series of stunning colors, from a brilliant fiery orange to a deep burning red. It looks like a giant hot coal glowing in the middle of the desert. This change happens quite quickly, and it is absolutely captivating to watch. The atmosphere among the people who gather to watch is one of respect and awe. There are designated viewing areas where everyone sets up their cameras or simply finds a place to sit and observe. There is a shared sense of wonder as everyone watches the rock perform its magical color change. You can almost feel the collective intake of breath as Uluru turns its most intense shade of crimson. It is a powerful moment that connects you not only to the landscape but also to the ancient culture that holds this place sacred. You are not just a tourist, you are a witness to something deeply significant. When the sun finally disappears, the color on the rock fades very quickly. It is as if a light has been switched off. Uluru returns to a dark, shadowy silhouette against the twilight sky. But the memory of that brilliant glowing red stays with you. It is a sight that is burned into your mind. As darkness falls completely, the desert sky comes alive with an incredible display of stars, clearer and brighter than you can imagine. Watching the sunset at Uluru is more than a visual treat. It is a spiritual experience. It is a moment of connection with an ancient land and its timeless, beating heart. For our final destination, we travel to the wild and romantic coast of Scotland, to the beautiful Isle of Skye. This is a landscape of dramatic contrasts. There are jagged, dark mountains, called the Queans, that rise up into the clouds. There are rolling green hills dotted with fluffy white sheep. And there are rugged coastlines with dramatic sea cliffs and strange rock formations, like the famous Old Man of Storr. The weather here is famously unpredictable. It can be sunny one moment and misty and rainy the next. The air is cool and fresh, smelling of the sea and the damp earth. It is a place of myth, legend, and breathtaking natural beauty. The sunsets on Skye are not always the bright, fiery spectacles you might see in warmer climates. They are often more moody, mysterious, and incredibly atmospheric. The sun often has to fight its way through layers of cloud, which creates a stunning effect. Beams of golden light, sometimes called Jacob's ladders, break through the clouds and shine down onto the sea or the green landscape. The clouds themselves are painted in soft, subtle shades of gray, pink, and pale orange. It is a gentle watercolor sunset rather than a bold oil painting. The beauty is quieter, but just as profound. The feeling of being here as the day ends is one of peaceful solitude. You might be standing on a cliff at Niced Point with its iconic lighthouse, watching the waves of the Atlantic crash against the rocks below. The wind might be whipping through your hair, and the air might be a little chilly, but you feel alive and connected to the raw power of nature. Because of the changing weather, every single sunset is completely different. You never know what kind of show the sky will put on. This unpredictability is part of the magic of a sky sunset. It is a wild and untamed beauty. When the sun finally disappears, the light lingers for a very long time in the northern latitudes. This period is known as the gloaming in Scotland, a magical twilight that can last for hours in the summer. The landscape is bathed in a soft, ethereal light that makes everything look mystical and dreamlike. The dark shapes of the mountains stand out against a sky that glows with a pale, silvery light. It is a time for quiet contemplation, for feeling the ancient history of the land all around you. A sunset on the Isle of Skye is a truly moving experience, a moody and majestic goodbye that speaks to the soul. From the warm applause in Santorini to the reverent silence at Uluru, we have journeyed across the world, chasing the setting sun. We have seen how its light paints different landscapes in unique and beautiful ways. In Greece, it was a celebration of life against a backdrop of blue and white. In Africa, it was a powerful, fiery drama on a vast, wild stage. In the Grand Canyon, it was a slow dance of light and shadow on ancient rock. In Australia, it was a spiritual transformation of color, and in Scotland, it was a moody and poetic farewell. Each sunset was different, yet each one was beautiful in its own special way. This simple daily event shows us something wonderful about our world. It reminds us that despite our different cultures, languages, and lives, we all live under the same sky. The same sun that sets over the Serengeti will rise a few hours later over the Isle of Skye. It is a constant, reliable presence in all of our lives. Watching a sunset is a universal human experience. It is a moment that does not require words to be understood. The feeling of awe, of peace, of wonder is the same whether you are in a bustling city or a remote wilderness. This shared experience has a way of bringing people together. Strangers will stand side by side on a beach or a viewpoint, united in their quiet appreciation of the beauty before them. For a few precious minutes, our differences seem to melt away. We are all just people, watching our planet turn away from the sun for the night. It is a moment that can make you feel both very small in the grand scheme of the universe, and also deeply connected to everyone and everything around you. It is a reminder that we are all part of something much bigger than ourselves. So, wherever you are in the world, I encourage you to take a moment to watch the sunset. You do not need to be in a famous location to appreciate it. You can watch it from your window, from a local park, or from the top of a hill. Notice the colors, feel the quiet moment as day turns to night, and remember that at that very same moment, people all over the world are sharing that experience with you. It is a simple, beautiful gift that is given to us every single day. It is a shared spectacle of beauty, a daily promise of peace, and a colorful reminder that we are all connected under one magnificent shared sky.